Anthony and Jesse, your teammates determined that you were the weakest. You must now face off for survival. You've each been randomly assigned a canvas, and your canvases are completely open. The subject and style of your design is completely up to you. However, to prove your adaptability, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin, freehand.
Jesse Smith and Anthony Michaels could easily make it to the finale. One of them's not.
I specialize in little critters, rabbits, squirrels. I do the googly eyes and teeth.
These two tattooers have such a different background.
We can do like a traditional eagle or something.
That's cool.
And that'll surprise the judges because they wouldn't expect that.
Typically, experience is everything, but there are times where inexperience creates hunger and creates drive.
I know the judges wouldn't expect it either, but I'm gonna murder the
We'll have to see how Anthony does going up against a veteran that knows all the tricks.
I'm just drawing right now, seeing what comes out.
This is the first time in this competition that I've got a piece of open skin to do whatever I want. I'm taking advantage of it.
I can't even figure out what Jesse's drawing. I can't even. Don't do that.
This tattoo right here is a game changer. If I win, then I've knocked Anthony out, one of the strongest competitors, and I have an easier path to the finale. I'm ready to show these guys what I'm made of.
I screwed up the American traditional clipper ship. I have to redeem myself. I'm tattooing a freehand eagle across the shoulder blades of my canvas. I'm out for blood. I'm creating something that's badass.
Today, you faced off to prove your adaptability by freehanding your design directly onto the skin with no reference. Jesse, let's start with you. So what are we looking at here?
This is an octobunny fish. It's pretty much straight from my head.
It's a very creative tattoo, definitely recognizable as your style of artwork. But at first glance, it's a little bit confusing, the way the body turns around the back and what's going on. Are those supposed to be stitches that are holding the thing together in the back?
Yeah, this particular character, he's been through some bad times. He relies on the pattern on the sides to attract other fish so he can have a meal for the day. It makes me sad to know that he probably won't last that long because he can't move like a normal fish.
Thing's crazy.
You know, there's really nothing you can say about what this is because it's something totally created out of your mind. I think it's a great creative approach. There's some areas that are really shining, the nose, the fang, the little textures that really stand out strong. But there's some saturation issues, some muddy colors like the orange spots that look scratchy and unfinished. And there's some areas that I think could have been a little brighter instead of that pale yellow. Overall, it has a more muted, washed out feel. This was your chance to really do something super bright and poppy on pale skin.
Well, Jesse, there's no doubt about your creativity, but then looking at the consistency of the outline, you have a lot of different line weights. You have some areas where you get a little gray, or you have some thickness where it looks like you had to pick up in some spots. Overall, you did a really cool image. This is gonna boil down completely on both sides of the table to technicalities.
Anthony. This isn't really the most traditional eagle in the world.
I wanted that feel. I know there's so much more about traditional tattooing. There's so many rules involved. So I wanted to be a little looser, but keep some elements of traditional being the black, and I tried to simplify the design as much as I could.
But have you drawn a lot of these eagles?
No.
Drawing an eagle like this from memory, very risky. Just going from nothing and coming up with an aesthetically pleasing look, I think it's a great take. I love this outline throughout. Big, nice, crisp. But there's some questionable ways you did the feathers and the wings.
I didn't want the wings to look so uniform.
I shouldn't be able to see the feather lines go all the way to the base. That black should be black enough to where those lines disappear into the blackness. And then it would have had a much stronger look.
Where, to me, things get short is the color. I don't love the brown stripes off the yellow in talons and in the wings. It doesn't speak to me as powerfully as everything else in the tattoo.
All right, which artist is going home?
I feel like there's some technical problems with both these tattoos.
We all agree that both have some kind of anatomy issue. We all agree that some areas of each of the tattoo are light, where I would say that there's a gap would come down to outlines. Definitely Anthony's tattoo has a much stronger outline. Looking at it line by line, pass by pass, stroke by stroke, the finesse that's in that outline, that is what's really strong.
In terms of overall readability and maybe just taking it up a notch, Anthony may have stepped a little bit further out of his comfort zone.
Anthony took the big risk. He did a showstopper. He did a tattoo to win.
Final choice to go home.
I gotta vote for Jesse.
My final decision, Jesse.
Jesse.
The judges have decided, Jesse, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Thank you for the second opportunity.
Boneface, it's on your shop to prove that you deserve to be back in this competition by proving that you have overcome your weaknesses. And in Boneface's honor, you'll all be judged on artistry. This week, you must freehand a tattoo. One of you will use a pen, and the other, a tattoo machine. It's up to you who draws and who tattoos, but once you decide, there is no going back.
It's incredibly difficult for someone to draw it and then somebody else to tattoo it. I'm not in his mind and he's not in my mind.
The first artist will have 3 hours to freehand the design on your canvas, and the second artist will have 6 hours to tattoo it.
You guys have some tough questions to ask yourselves. Who's the best artist on paper, but then who's the best technician to apply the artwork? Because it all counts. This is where we put you guys to the test on, okay, let's see what you can whip up.
How big is that tattoo?
To be fair, this is smaller than the last couple tattoos that we've done.
Remember how we've been doing these giant tattoos and they're not getting done
Yeah,
and they
no,
look
I know,
unfinished?
I know.
I don't want to be pressed for time.
Clean, simple, not trying to do a whole bunch of craziness, you know what I'm saying? We in this together.
Yeah. Other than background, I wouldn't go crazy. We don't need to overcomplicate it.
Oh, Lucas, so you know, not overcomplicated.
I'm just trying to make it simple.
Me too.
My approach is to do something simple and very readable for Lalo to tattoo. All he has to do is follow my lines and really make this amazing.
This week, the tattooers are being judged on artistry. Freehanding is something that I want to know that an ink master is going to be able to do. Drawing straight on the skin, going directly to your outline with your machine. No stencils.
I'll be done when the time starts, I promise. You shush.
Did you say that?
He's killing me right now.
The person who's drawing has to quarterback the tattoo throughout because they see the vision and they have to translate that to the person that's inking it.
Anytime you do something I don't like, I'm gonna go for this challenge. We decided it's best if I just walk away and let Lalo do his thing. Sometimes we don't work very good when we're sitting over each other's shoulder. Do us proud, Lalo.
Don't worry, your pretty little head. I got it.
Please don't screw this up for us.
Not there, but on the tip, yes.
I have to work off Derek's freehand, but I'm only taking it as a loose interpretation. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Should probably be a little bit peeking out because there's a shadow. You know what I mean? A little black there.
Not there, that's all plumb.
What are you doing, Tom? I give you a straightforward, traditional piece to follow, but you're not following the game plan and you're going right back to the style we're getting called out for.
This one here is not black. Oh, no, that'll be green.
Yeah, you're right.
You see how it's like darker gray there? And then it fades out?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's
like
a little bit later off that shoulder.
Yeah.
Jesse drew the full rendering of this image. It's like I'm working off a stencil. I feel like we're gonna bounce back from last week, so I'm ready to get it done.
It looks good, man. You're killing it. Told you we were gonna make a realism artist out of you yet. I'm like a proud mama right now.
Today you had to prove your artistry. Boneface and Hobo Ink, this challenge was designed to test your weaknesses. Boneface Ink, you're up first. Hobo, you drew. Boneface, you tattooed.
Yeah, I went pretty crazy with this tattoo. You didn't really show the whole octopus, but it still is very clear as to what it is.
The drawing itself has a nice movement and a nice flow. That's a lot of tattooing in a really tough place, and it looks smoother than some of the regular shoulders and stuff we've seen throughout the competition.
Overall, man, this is a tough challenge, and it came out strong.
Thank you, thank you.
Allegory Arts. Eva drew, and Euless tattooed.
This design shows strong artistry.
What I do like is a lion head. What I don't like are the roses. The inside has a tulip shape. It doesn't even have a rose shape to me. As we whittle down now to the stronger artist, it's gonna come down to that, like, oh, they did a nicer rose than you. You're out.
Well, it's an artistry challenge. We wanted to get creative.
I heard the guy say, I want a lion and a rose.
That's true.
The guy got a lion and this.
Black Spade tattoo. ES drew, and Ruck, you tattooed. The amount of phoenixes that we have seen that actually look like phoenixes are very few. So I like the drawing a lot.
The drawing is very solid. I like the idea of the negative flames coming up. But if we zoom into the bottom, this right here is very rough. You can still see your scratchy wash outlines. The color blends between one color and the next. It's not smooth. This quality of work is not gonna last, I can tell you that right now.
Artistic skin design. April drew and Dane tattooed.
I like the basic structure of the drawing, lots of detail.
You guys have a little bit of problem in the bridge of the nose. There's a slight offness to the left eye, and I think the lips are in too high to the nose.
You went too big. The headdress could have been a lot crisper. It could have been a lot better.
I was intentionally going for a lighter kind of whip look for it.
But what you got is messy look.
Unkindness art. Doom, you drew, and Aaron, you tattooed.
The composition and the artistry here really works well.
The details in the headphones, very precise. It looks like you literally just used his hand for the reference.
We told him to put his hand on my sketchbook and like he does, and we just drew it from that.
It has that motion. You can see it pressured onto the record. Y'all came up with a great piece.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
House of Monkey. Picasso did the drawing and Lalo tattooed.
I like the drawing a lot, but my only problem with the tattooing is the colors.
The problem with this tattoo is this big, scratchy baby blue bubble on the top and this light green that's not finished in these cactus. It's not solid, it's not smooth, just a lot of sloppiness.
Old Town Ink. Bubba, you did the drawing, and DJ, you tattooed.
The drawing's just not the right drawing for a cover-up, and the artistry in this thing had to be different to work more to your advantage. You can see this cover-up.
I don't feel like there is any areas of just deep, rich, saturated, solid black. It's all muted throughout the whole tattoo. This tattoo came out poorly just because you got shook by the canvas. Your downfall today is that pick.
Pins and needles. Jesse drew and Allison tattooed.
It's a very clean, very deliberate, beautiful drawing. I love the detail in the feet, in the tree, the face of the vulture, the soft, shaded background.
You guys did a great job here. Welcome back.
Thank you guys.
Classic trilogy tattoo. Derek drew, Tom tattooed.
The black dahlia flower really muddies up this whole piece. I don't think it's her fault for choosing a black dahlia. I think it's your fault for the way you colored it. There's a lot of solid saturation, but you have basically paint-by-numbers feel to it.
You guys need to now break out and show off something because everybody today did a good tattoo and somebody's going home.
All right, guys, it's now time to announce best tattoo of the day.
Favorite of the day are definitely Pins and Needles and Unkindness.
I really like what Unkindness art did.
This is the most well-drawn. This is my winner of the day.
But the team in the room that has the most cohesive design would be Pins and Needles. Everything on their piece, it all works. That's why I lean with the girls.
I love this tattoo. I gotta go with Pins and Needles as well.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Pins and Needles. Today, you had to freehand directly onto the skin with no stencils. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines.
So basically, we're between Black Spade and House of Monkey.
100%. When I see the Phoenix from a distance, it's very clear what it is, and the color theory is nice. But when I look at the cow skull, the color theory is all over the place.
Color theory can be fixed.
Cool, but you have blue behind the tattoo, and it's not solid.
That's easily fixed.
How is that gonna be fixed? To fix that blue background, you gotta make it bigger.
The challenge is artistry, and we're damn near closer to it than they are.
They can see our tattoo from far away.
If you pour a whole thing of orange on someone, you're gonna see it. That's why vest and road signs are that color, dude.
You're out of control.
I mean,
I'm not gonna.
It is true, dude.
That's the sexiest part of a woman, and you ruined it.
She loved it.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Bless you. You sneezed?
All right, it is time to determine who is going home.
My vote's for House of Monkey.
You know, it's tricky. I admire the artistry in House of Monkey, but the color play within Black Spade is more pleasing. My vote is for House of Monkey as well.
House of Monkey.
The judges have decided, House of Monkey, you do not have what it takes to be master shop. Welcome to the face-off. Basilica Tattoo, Golden Skull Tattoo, Old Town Ink, and Artistic Skin Design. Based on your work today, one shop will be eliminated. Bubba, Aaron, Christian, Dane, because you did not tattoo one of the four horsemen, you must tattoo in this face-off.
Fair enough.
Your teammate can consult, but cannot draw or tattoo. It's on you alone to keep your shop in this competition. To prove your adaptability, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin freehand. Your canvases are completely open, and the subject and style of your design is completely up to you.
You need to make this happen, dude. You need to pull it out of your ass right now, dude. For real, big time.
He's gonna walk away happy, we're not walking away.
So this pedal will start to bend down or whatever, and this one will bend up.
I'm happy Bubba's tattooing by himself. He's been ragged on this whole competition about not being as strong as me. Well, he's about to show off right now.
Bingo.
Ready?
He's a happy wolf.
I'm a big fan of weird, wacky imagery, and I like to make really weird animal heads.
Hey, Dane, one thing to keep in mind, it kind of looks like his snout is being turned forward.
Doesn't it? So it'd be more like this.
Don't go too big.
I'm not.
At the bottom of the mouth, it's kind of weird.
The nose is too straight on. It needs to be like a little bit more facing this way.
It's hard to separate what the judges want, what my teammates think I should do, what I think I should do. Like, I got 3 voices in my head, and they're all yelling.
You should put cherry blossoms around it.
You guys all want to do crazy ideas and awesome things that if I had more time and could draw it, I totally would.
Yeah.
But I don't want to put too much.
I'd have gone bigger. These little bangers aren't gonna get you to the end, I'll tell you that.
I don't even know if we're gonna have to do much work to break this alliance apart. They seem to be doing it to themselves. Everybody's crowded around Dane, giving him advice. If they don't screw this guy up, I'm gonna be blown away.
I have a feeling me and her are gonna do just fine today.
Today, you had to face off proving your adaptability by freehanding your design directly on the skin with no reference. Basilica. Christian, you tattooed.
It's a beautiful tattoo. Looking at the shading, the different line weights you have, the style of hair. The only bit of complaint that I have is the left eye looks a little far.
I knew I was taking a swing doing something like this, anatomical especially, and when you're getting down with markers, the lines are pretty bold, and yeah, I missed the mark on that left eye a little bit, but other than that, I was pretty happy with it.
This is a great example of just being able to be comfortable and draw something on and be a craftsman. I think it came out really slick.
Thank you.
Golden Skull tattoo. Aaron tattooed.
Aaron, one thing we don't really want to see over and over again in this competition is the same old repetitive image. But I think you took a different approach of it. Design in there with the drop shadows and the highlights and the color. You were able to achieve a lot of depth.
This tattoo is executed clean. All your outlines are really crisp. You get one shot at doing this with each line on these triangles, and I think you hit them really nicely. Part of the piece that I'm not a fan of, the anatomical section of the row of teeth that you did. It looks like it just goes flat straight back. You don't shade that back 2 teeth to give us that turn.
It was kind of stylistic choices.
That part for me throws the design.
Look at my teeth.
Told you they were too long.
Old Town Ink. Bubba, you tattooed.
It's a big, very simple tattoo, but what is so nice is how clean it is. The outline's clean, the color is clean, the saturation is nice and bright. And these big areas of pink, nicely, smoothly saturated. It's very consistent throughout.
DJ, what are your thoughts?
I think he killed it. Super proud of this dude. He just decided to I'm gonna study Japanese last night and watch
You did that
a bunch
last
of videos.
night?
Yeah,
You had no idea what you guys were in for today.
Since we've been here, I've been picking a different subject every night and just kind of honing in on it.
That's a competitive spirit right there.
100%.
Awesome, good to know. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Artistic skin design. Dane, you tattooed. I really liked the different blends you have going on in the leaves. You were able to put some depth and dimension with the out of focus maple leaves background. It's really well done.
It's very cleanly executed, saturated, nice line work, nice solid black, cool little highlights in the purple lip and the little webbing in the back of the cheek. But I think there's some areas anatomically that are weird. The way the brow furrows without really showing the other lid of the eye, there's a little bit of weirdness going on.
You apply a clean tattoo, but there's 4 clean tattoos in the room. There's a lot of tough decisions to be made today.
All right, let's make a final decision.
Anatomically, I would have to say that I would vote for artistic skin design to go home.
But Dane just went an extra mile, and my vote is for Golden Skull tattoo.
My vote's got to be for artistic skin design.
The judges have decided artistic skin design. You do not have what it takes to be Master Shop. This week, we're testing proportion. Since you're the masters, we're pushing your skills to the limit. For this tattoo, You must freehand your design directly onto your canvas's skin without a stencil. Your canvases have been randomly assigned and are completely open. You can tattoo any style and any subject matter, but your design must prove your mastery of proportion.
Strategically, I want to be a little creative and set myself apart from the rest of the room. DJ's probably going to do another snake. Steve's just going to do the evil stuff. I'm freehanding a beautiful woman's face with tiger features. No one in the room is going to do anything close to this.
Do this.
Right. Measure the bottom. It's a little over 2 fingers, 2.5 fingers. That's why I wanted to draw it like this, so I know. See? A portrait is literally the hardest thing to freehand. This is my chance to show the other team, the haters, the talkers, why I am an ink master. It's a very risky move, but it shows a lot of balls. We don't give a what they do.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. These are great, amazing artists that have one ink master, so who knows who's gonna win?
Let's see how you did. Steve, let's start with you. Very smart play using anatomy as a way to show proportion. Anything that's remotely off, anatomically speaking, is gonna scream lack of proportion.
That hand out in front of the face, and the glasses, the pipe, the hand holding it, keep proportion and tell exactly what's going on. It really played well.
Thank you so much.
It was awesome watching him draw this.
Did you guys help him do all those lines that don't line up?
Are you talking? Because we were talking.
On the glasses, there's lines that didn't line up. On the cuff, there's lines that overlap, underlap. In the ear, there's lines that go right straight through it.
If somebody could draw a portrait on skin and knock it out like that, I'm listening. Until I see that,
Josh talks a big talk, but I haven't seen it backed up yet. I don't like his cockiness. He's done nothing. What are you cocky over?
DJ.
I love the tattoo, man. I think it's killer. Illustration is amazing. The detail you got in the hand is as good as anybody else could have done tracing it off the photo. As far as hitting the proportion, the hand and the apple looks very nice, very believable.
I wish you just did the hand and the apple. The snake, the jaw, is much thicker than your piece of body where it swoops down this way.
I just drew that off the head.
It's art. It's subjective at a certain point. As long as it looks believable, the proportion looks right to me.
Thanks.
DJ's tattoo is flawless, but I feel like Steve had a better understanding of what proportion meant. The old man has experience, and he's showing it right now.
Anthony.
It's a beautiful tattoo. The quality, the craftsmanship, it has great value in shading, but the fact that you did a creature that doesn't exist, it's very hard to gauge proportion.
I think a tiger lady exists in the same realm as an old man with horns.
This is the tone of how this is gonna go. Who really out-tricks who?
It's time to pick a winner. Judges, who had the best tattoo of the day?
Playing smart and doing realistic proportions that everybody can see from across the room and know that it looks right was the way to hit the challenge.
Proportion next to proportion. Your hand and apple, for me, hit it. His eyes next to his glasses, next to his nose, next to his mouth, next to his hand, next to his pipe, hit it. The old man out-thunk him. Steve takes it.
I go with Steve.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Steve.
Yeah!
All right. Welcome to the face-off. Juan and Josh, you matched the master, so you are safe from elimination and will not tattoo.
Nice.
Deanna, Rolly, Jeremy, and Jason, this is your last chance to save yourself from elimination. To prove you deserve to stay in this competition, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin, freehand.
What? That's crazy.
You cannot use any stencils. The subject and style of your tattoo is completely up to you. Your canvases have been randomly assigned and are completely open.
I was thinking about freehanding an owl on there.
I want to up my game so it's making it harder for these guys to catch up.
Owl's my spirit animal anyway, so.
You like?
Let's do it.
I've been waiting this whole competition to do something anywhere near my style. And finally, in this challenge, I get to do that. I'm gonna show everybody what a Jason Elliott tattoo is.
But they already did honey mask. What have you done to do?
Whatever you want to do, just do it.
I'm thinking about doing a honey mask because I know I could draw it and tattoo it in 6 hours.
They don't care if they just did a honey mask.
Why the would you care? This is the last tattoo you do ever. Make this the one you want to do.
Yeah. I'm taking a huge risk with this tattoo. Team DJ just did it. But I know I could do a honey mask I could keep up with DJs.
He can tattoo. It's just his design sometimes is questionable.
Yeah.
And he'll have to figure that out.
He's just picking something that, I mean, it was just done.
Well, the funny part is you got two guys that are technically really good at tattooing. And the designs suffer a little bit. And two people can really design, yeah, their technical suffers a little bit. So who's gonna outdo who?
I freehand a lot at home, so it's really cool. I'm the only one in the room that's freehanding a face.
Damn, she's good.
Nobody has the balls to do that. If anything is off, a face can look real weird real fast.
This is gonna be a cool little piece, dude.
But I'm taking that risk because if I pull it off, it's gonna blow the judges' minds.
She's excited.
She's gonna knock out these boys, that's why. Take them out by the ankles.
Today, you faced off by freehanding your design directly onto the skin. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Let's start with Deanna. Deanna, I really like this tattoo from you. It's really delicate, it's really feminine, there's a touch of sexy to it. I also think it's really balanced.
I like the fact that you're able to draw this on to the skin with a pen.
Thank you.
You shine here in the way the tattoo ends.
Overall, the tattoo has a really smooth look to it. I wish that you did have some different textures instead of this stippled out liner shade look that it has to it. It's a good tattoo. I think it could have been a great tattoo.
Next up is Jason. One of the things that I like about today is that we're seeing your own style for the first time, and I really like this style.
You did a great job making this thing dynamic on the skin, drawing it in the position that you drew it. It looks fierce because it's looking at you, but it could be going after prey. It has a messy, perfect harmony. This is definitely the best overall tattoo that you've put out here.
Thanks. Next up is Rolly.
Technically, man, I think this thing is really smooth, but a couple things kind of stand out strange to me. Coming off the bottom of his chin area, which it's kind of weird to think that sharks have this, like, definitive chin, but you have this center line that goes down the belly, then as it comes down to the bottom, it goes off to the side of the tail instead of going down to the center of the tail.
Also, the placement of the fins. They're too far down from the head for this thing to navigate properly. Take your time. Be sure that what you're doing is right. Don't go, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Next up is Jeremy. How did you feel about getting this challenge today?
I'm very limited to what I could really draw like on the spot. It usually takes me a day or two to draw something perfect. So this is something I could draw that was easier for me to actually pull off a tattoo that's finished.
There's a lot of things going on here. Instead of making it a long, slender face, it's really short and really wide. But what's throwing me here is the way you choose to color this thing. You put the yellow as the light source, but the light source is everywhere, but then the front of the face isn't yellow.
This is a lowrider panel paint job. You got red stripes and red panels and yellow stripes and yellow panels. I don't really like the color placements.
Just the fact you don't count the bottom teeth in between the canines, that's just mind-blowing to me to have 7 teeth.
But they're all straight.
Yeah, straight to the garbage. That's where those go.
I give him credit for going for it. You could play safe day, but he really swung for it and obviously missed a little bit here, but he's got a fight in him, you know? People don't think he's fighting because he's quiet and he keeps to himself, but the dude's fighting.
All right, guys, it is time to determine who's going home.
The biggest thing that we're looking for today in this finesse challenge is the freehand ability to just draw something on the skin and have it be appealing.
Are we agreed that Jason and Deanna are safe?
I am.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
I think Rolly's was pulled off with more finesse than Deanna's.
Rolly's shark can't swim. If the animal can run, if it can swim, if it can slither, okay, it's real. Shark, not swimming. That's that. It's honest, fair judging across the board.
All right, Jason and Deanna, you guys are safe from elimination. I'm seeing the problems that you guys had with Jeremy's tattoo, but also as a canvas, if I got a shark that was all out of whack, I'd be a little bummed out about it.
Rolly's black and gray, Rolly's line work. I think technically Rolly is stronger. But for me, if we go to Jeremy's, the problems I have are light source, construction, composition. It's a complete miss for that, Jeremy.
My vote's for Jeremy.
The judges have decided, Jeremy, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. This is your final chance to save yourself from elimination. For this face-off, you must draw your tattoo directly onto your canvas's skin freehand.
No.
I want to do a really cool tomahawk going through a rose.
Yeah.
Today, these artists have to freehand. This will be where they pull their mental stencil and show us what they got.
I thought it'd be cool to do a lucky crab claw, kind of like a lucky rabbit's foot.
We're asking them to draw from their head and make it come to life.
I'm doing a traditional rose and a crying heart. Depending on how time's looking, I might even do a realistic eye inside the crying heart.
With color?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
This is totally outside my wheelhouse, but it's definitely something I know I can draw off the top of my head.
You gotta splay them leaves a little bit. Otherwise, they're just two of them pointing the
Are
exact
these
same.
spread enough, or do you think?
No. No, I'd do one this way, one this way. I'll never want them going the exact same direction.
If I'm gonna do such a simple design, that means I need to execute it flawlessly.
Today, you faced off by freehanding your design directly onto the skin. And based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Team Clean, you're up. Kyle.
I like the face on this a lot. You draw a nice eagle head. The problem with this tattoo for me is just the line weight. It's so heavy and so bold, and then it's got this thin line on it. This thing needs to be heavier.
But I like the big, heavy, peppery shading you have throughout. Drawn on an eagle like this, you did a great job laying out the illustration.
Turk. It's a pretty sick tattoo, man. Really nice job on the wood grain in the planchette. You have this really heavy, bold outline around the perimeter of the planchette and around the skull, and just how precisely those end, where the cigarette breaks out, where the smoke comes in and goes out. It's very deliberate and really clean.
This tattoo is super cool.
Thank you.
Tony.
I'm not a super huge fan of this drawing. The main thing for me is the hatchet blade. Looks like a weird, out-of-whack spider web up there. But technically, it's super strong. Busting out a solid tattoo, you do a killer job.
Tiffer.
It's a very unique drawing. I love the color play and the rope. I love the design of the rope. Good color theory throughout.
Dude, this thing is weird.
It's cool, though.
It's cool. Great job, man.
Appreciate it.
Killed it. Team Christian, you're up. TJ. If I had to pick this one out as being yours, never in a million years.
I've never tattooed anything like this ever.
Really smooth, man. You really do a lot of work in this rose to do a couple different shades of yellow. These leaves look really bulletproof. You have really saturated black that fades smoothly out to a couple shades of green and then yellow in the end. A lot of great color saturation. A simple tattoo, but you show off with your application in this thing. It's really nice.
I appreciate it, guys.
Chris.
How you guys doing?
I do love the finesse that you used here with your black and gray shading, but I don't like the direction of the eyes. Just the two solid, stark black eyes with the highlights in them make this thing look goofy. All this beautiful work and just the pupils of the eyes look strange.
Tim.
I love your drawing. I'm a fan. I like this bugging, bulging eye. I like the pink that you used in the eye to show the color of the eyeball itself. I like the hard cast shadow you put under the lid in the white of the eye. And more than anything, I like this rich black and brighter color. Compared to what I just saw you do, I'm happy for you.
Redemption. Just so goofy that it's like,
But you're the king of goofy.
whatever, bro.
Amanda.
I don't love what you did. I don't like the dot work in the turquoise. The dot work coming out from behind the leaves is strange.
I'm really not a huge fan of this image because it is questionable, but the application is very, very nice.
Jess.
It's very stale. This choice to just do this open skin heart with just this true gray in here, really taking it away from what you'd expect to see in a traditional style tattoo of this nature.
The rose has very different, very weird shapes for the exterior petals, not what you want to present on a day where you're drawing for your life.
It's time to determine who is going home.
My vote is for Jess.
Today, Jess's is the one that sticks out as the true bottom.
My vote's also for Jess. The judges have decided. Jess, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Artists, your coach's shot at $25,000 is riding on your shoulders. They're known for creating one-of-a-kind tattoos that perfectly fit the body. And today, you must do the same with a freehand tattoo.
So it's been a really nice one to win.
All right.
All right, brother, let's do it.
I'm gonna shave you and get your back prepped, and then I'm gonna play with some stuff on your back and see what happens.
Today we're testing composition, and this is a perfect way because freehanding something onto the body allows for perfect placement. It allows for flow. It allows for the design to move with a muscle or body part.
Don't you wish that tattoo actually felt like this? Yeah, right. It'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
If you're proficient at what you do, you can draw directly on the skin, use that as your guideline, and sail away.
I love drawing these things.
Dang, girl, you almost done.
She's a speed demon.
Growing up, I didn't have a whole lot of friends. I was just like this weird kid. Drawing was a way for me to escape that reality and put myself in a new one.
Nice. I like it.
I got the okay, so we can start.
You ready to start this bad boy?
Let's do it.
I'm getting nowhere on the back. If I put the flag there, it's not really gonna show great composition if there isn't a reason for it. Where the flag would have to come, it stops weird. It's not like working.
If you do calf, it's just going to be a better area to do it. You're going to get what you want and still be able to, you know, get an awesome piece.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your calf? Okay.
Wet rocket, girl.
Okay, I feel like I can breathe. Now I have to redesign this entire thing.
Get drawing.
I just want a final design to look at when I'm done, you know?
Why are you going to draw it on a piece of paper again? Draw it on the calf. That's your paper.
Today, you had to freehand your design directly onto your canvas. Women's team, let's start with you.
I hope they call me first.
Ash.
I was just kidding when I said I wanted to go first.
This really bold, really heavy black style plays well, but compositionally, doing the handcuffs in the skull would have been the best thing for you. You overwhelm yourself with so much flag and so little stars, so much choppiness and unease that you take away from all the nice work that you do in the skull and in the handcuffs. Flags are tough.
Laura.
Great illustration. The way the tentacles flow and create such a dynamic silhouette.
I love the rich darkness of the tattoo in the webbing. That little hint of light purple with the skin break and then coming in with that red really gives that a nice iridescent looking feeling. For how much tattooing you did, it looks really nice.
Thank you.
Good job. Janelle.
This is a nice shape. Most of your scales line up pretty nice, which is tough for something if you don't do it and you're drawing it on.
When she drew it on skin, it was like, damn, it's like you drew one of those things before.
Really surprising how good this came out, how well this fits the body, how it's a tight composition of the fish and the water. You're really blowing the rest of her tattoos way out of the water with this one.
Oh, wow.
Alexis.
Hi.
I like the top of the crab shell. It's recognizable as to what it is, but I wish the mallet was inside the claw to give this a little more composition.
The background color, not a fan.
The background was supposed to be the steaming part that the canvas wanted.
But if you use the color that she used underneath the crab that looks like it's put in well and put that in the smoky shapes, it works a lot better.
Holly.
I like the design. It's very simple. Got a lot of different elements in it. Everything's real legible. Stands out really strong. This is the kind of thing that I would like to draw on the skin. Even though it is a straight lighthouse, it's still a traditional tattoo that you can draw to fit any shape of body that they want. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Danny.
What I think is the shining moment to this is the composition that you have of the parallel wings coming down and the hands crossed nicely in between them. The shading in this tattoo, the rich, deep black, and the skin breaks that you leave are beautiful. It sells the look of this thing.
Thank you so much.
Men's team, you're next. Cam.
It's a nice composition, it's a nice flow. The biggest problem I have with the design of this thing is the teeth. You've got like 9 teeth. Sharks have like a lot of hundreds teeth. Yep. They have multiple rows of teeth. They definitely don't have big, simple teeth with gaps between them. The coolest part of the shark, the mouth, you drop the ball.
Pond.
Cool.
I don't know if I would be able to tell if this was a phoenix, per se, if I didn't know what I was looking at.
The canvas was very adamant about not wanting any flames whatsoever.
It's very stiff, just stuck. Instead of having something that's more open, more flowing, giving it that rising feeling, you fall flat in the composition and the drawing here.
Jake.
The fox is really beautiful. The rich brown comes down, turns into that soft rust. It really shows the fullness of the fur.
For me, the light blue background and then the black background is a little strange.
I wanted to make it look more like it was coming out of it.
But it's also lending to that claustrophobic feel. But the render of the fox is awesome. Jason.
The composition on this one seems a little bit confusing, where the axe disappears behind the top of the helmet and where the axe handle comes down don't seem to line up.
Axe handles aren't straight. They do run at a curve.
The possibility of that curve is a very highly unlikely one. And the relationship of where the eye sits in the helmet versus how long that cheek comes down and then that mustache starts, it seems stretched. From the mouth to the eye, we got a couple extra people there.
One of us is definitely going to the bottom.
Judges, it is time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
Today, I think Danny, Laura, those are the two stunners of the day.
Those are my two favorites.
Danny, you did a beautiful tattoo. It's a great design. I think it's executed really well. My vote is for Danny.
Danny, I love this tattoo, but my vote is for Laura.
Thank you.
You showed a nice flow here, and I just love the color and the detail you put into this thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Laura.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Laura. And congratulations, Danny. You both turned in great work.
Wow.
Today, you are being tested on composition. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. James, why did the women's team vote Jason to the bottom?
Pretty much the dimension of the helmet should be a lot bigger to fit that big of a head. It just looks like a little bitty helmet on top of a huge head.
I was hoping I could get a little bit of artistic freedom when it comes to the hair, like flowing into it.
This is a competition, and everybody's getting held to the fire for drawing exactly what something's supposed to look like with everything in proportion.
Yes, I got a face, and it's easy to recognize the flaws as far as where things line up, but I'm from Maryland, and I know what a steamed blue crab looks like. That is not a steamed blue crab.
I didn't do a blue crab.
Well, that's not even a crab.
Alexis showed a lot of skills. You can see the little details on the crab's head.
That's wrong, too. The top of a blue crab shell, or any crab shell, it doesn't look like that.
He's got a crack in his head.
That's not a crack, that's a dent.
Exactly, there's a mallet in his hand. That's a solid tattoo.
I personally think it's an amazing tattoo.
Thank you, Ash.
The mallet's not interacting with the crab. That's the composition flaw.
You have to be sure that what you draw leaves no questions.
Yeah.
That goes for everybody.
I definitely struggled because it was a freehand challenge and I really wanted to take time to really get my design down on the skin.
Having this big dark area over the top of this bright, nice lit head of the skull, the flag just takes this thing over and you really only needed a little hint of it.
As soon as I started, I knew I kind of messed up with doing it so big.
All right, guys, time to determine who's going home.
Anatomy problems on Jason, I think the more you look at it, the more those things stand out.
What it comes down to for me is that Ash's looks like a cover-up. The top triangle, because it's so out of sort, just that section looks like you covered something. My vote's for Ash.
My vote's for Ash.
Okay.
The judges have decided, Ash, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Angel, Holly, and Pon. None of you were able to match the master, and one of you will be going home. This is your last chance to save yourself from elimination. The three of you must face off. To prove your adaptability, you must draw your tattoo onto your canvas's skin. Freehand.
Man.
Yes! Oh!
It's a tough one, man. I was totally gonna suggest that too.
Tomorrow, you will have 6 hours to draw onto the skin and tattoo. Your canvases are completely open, and the subject and style of your design are completely up to you. Fail to prove you're worthy of the title, and you will be going home.
Oh, man.
Good luck.
This thing's gonna look so badass when it's done.
I'm very excited. Drawing time is included in the 6 hours, so I can boogie.
I love a challenge like freehanding. You have one shot to really commit to this piece of art and draw directly onto human skin.
I hate it when people watch me draw.
I know, it's pretty bad.
Is she ever gonna get that paw looking right? Nobody knows.
Lots of artists are great tattooers, but not every tattooer is a great artist.
I don't know what I was thinking the other day. I just did like a lady head with a snake. Being a mostly realistic artist, I almost never do freehand because I'm a very calculated tattoo artist. I am so anal about my stencils. The last thing I want to fight for my life in this competition is a freehand challenge. I do draw funky shit.
Gotta keep it exciting.
Absolutely. Little cat butt cheeks.
What do you think of this design?
I think it looks like a pug. Whether or not Pon can duplicate it, yet to be seen. I personally don't have a lot of faith in the guy as a tattooer, so guess we'll find out in a couple of hours, see how much he's it up.
Today, you had to face off with a freehand tattoo to prove your adaptability. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. Pon, let's start with you.
For freehanding this tattoo, it's big, it's strong, it's powerful. The color is super, super solid. It has a ton of personality. It's really cute.
I was questioning the horns. One horn is pushed all the way back of the head, and then one horn is coming out the middle of the head.
That other ear is tucked behind, so in my head, it made more sense like it was coming out from right there.
I will say there were a couple little areas where it looked like you whipped just a little too far, but it's a really good tattoo, Pon.
Thank you so much, guys.
Damn hard, huh?
Angel.
You knocked this tattoo out of the park. The face on it is awesome. The eyes, just the white highlight perfectly set in there. The piece missing off that ear, it's like this caterpillar's been wrestling.
Artistically, your knowledge of anatomy on an animal that doesn't even exist makes me believe it does exist. Those feet are adorable.
I just feel like you really needed an extra hour and a half to finish it.
I wish you would have just either did more in the belly or left it completely blown out, like nothing there, because it would read a little bit better.
Holly. I like your snail. I like the creativity. I like the skull shell biting into it, like the mullet. This is a fun tattoo.
I let myself be a little bit freer than I normally allow myself.
The most impressive part is the head of the snail. You created this really cool shine right in the center of it, and the complementary colors that come off those little antennas was right on.
This was a different artist that did this tattoo today. I see so much growth in just this one piece. But the right side of the tattoo looks like that was done by the new Holly, and the skull and mullet on the left was done by the old Holly. You went in and you lined every single piece of hair with black, black, black. And it's the only place on the tattoo that's done that way, technically. And so it separates it from the snail.
Just the hard part.
Time to determine who's going home.
We have to make a decision between 3 great tattoos.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at Angel's cat. Anatomically, guys, that illustration is insane.
Tattoo-wise, I mean, it's a little soft.
I would have been blown away. And the second question would have been, when are you gonna get it finished?
The skull in Holly's is also unfinished because it doesn't tie into the beautiful snail that she has on the right. So if Angel's is looking unfinished, then so is Holly. So they're neck and neck in that. And when we look at Pon's, it has an anatomical error.
The horn that you put in the back bothers me. It should be in the front like the other one. It would make the thing look more symmetrical. Who's going home?
I mean, it's obvious all 3 of them raised the bar for themselves today. I can't send Angel home with that sort of illustration, and I can't send Pon home with that technical tattoo. I can't. So unfortunately, my vote is for Holly to go home.
It was so close, but my final decision is for Holly to go home.
I can't get past that horn, Pon. It's a huge mistake. My vote is for Pon to go home. That's 2 votes for Holly and 1 vote for Pon. Ami.
Pon, it's so solid and done so well. And Holly, you pulled out every trick in the book to try to make this happen. This is the best tattoo you've done, and it's definitely creative. I have to go with the technical. Holly, I'm sorry, my vote's for you to go home.
The judges have decided, Holly, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.